So should we get started?
I guess so.
All right.
My mic not working.
Oh, wait. Hold on. Wait here. Let's just. Hold on. Let's turn that on.
I got to get acclimated to this thing.
All right. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Good afternoon, everyone. Wait, is it afternoon yet?
It's afternoon.
All right. So good afternoon. All right. We in Harlem. Y'all got to get a little louder than that. Good afternoon. Yeah, that's the type of energy I want. So, my name is Nicole King, and I have the honor and pleasure of being the Executive Director for Community Banking for JP Morgan Chase. And this is truly a full circle moment for me. And you, Ro, right? Because, Rochelle, I've been going to your salon now for about 16 years.
Yeah.
And you know, when you go to a salon, right, that's where you pour your heart out, right? That's where your stylist is also like your therapist. So Rochelle has been all of those things for me. And I sought to, as a community banker, to be a resource to my community. And she began to tell me about things that she wanted to do to evolve her business. And as she's cutting my hair, I'm like, is this the year that we're going to be doing this, Rochelle? Is this the year that we're going to evolve your business? Is this the year that I'm going to bring you into the JP Morgan network? And she was like, yeah, Nicole, this is the year. Because we've been having a conversation for years now, right? Am I lying?
Years.
Huh? How long?
Years.
Okay.
Years.
So it was this year. She said, you know what? I'm serious. And I said, well, I have a team of experts that I want you to meet, and we're going to help you on your financial journey to help you evolve your business. Because not only is she a bomb stylist, she's also a thought leader in the space. And she said, you know, I have a passion to give back and help other professionals in the beauty industry to really advance their business. So I said, okay, let me introduce you to my team. Shout out to Joy, you'll meet her in a minute, and Rocky. And I said, let's do an event specifically for professionals in the beauty industry. So that's how we are here today. So first, give yourselves a round of applause because you made it. So just a little bit about the work, and I'm sure Rocky will share with you, but this space, you're sitting in the firm's first ever community branch. And this space was specifically built to help entrepreneurs in the community not only advance their business, but advance their financial health. So we ask that this may be your first time here, but it not be your last time. Make sure you connect with Rocky so you can understand the programming that we have here, because we have ongoing programming. And even if you have an idea for an event for yourself, right, we can talk about that. But today is all about you, Ro. And I'm just so happy and I'm so proud that we got to do this together. And I'm so happy that you're a part of the JP Morgan network. And I just see great things for you and your business. And I just want to give you your flowers and give you a round of applause.
Thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate that.
Of course, of course. So I'm going to excuse myself. I'm going to bring up my partner, and she's a force herself. Her name is Jamoke Fitzbutts, and she is the girl when you want to think about your business and business culture, that's her. So ladies and gentlemen, Jamoke. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Nicole. You are awesome.
Yeah.
Always. So great to be here with all of you. And you guys can call me Joy. Everyone calls me Joy, except for Nicole. But I have the honor and pleasure also of being a vice president, senior business consultant for the firm. And what's great is that I'm one of about 60 people in the country that gets the privilege of working one-on-one with business owners. And so when Nicole called and said, I have an amazing business person for you to work with, I said, absolutely anything for you. And it's been such a pleasure and a joy working with you. Rochelle is a force, and you are definitely a thought leader. I know we've only known each other for
Couple months.
5
months.
Something like that. So very short.
4 or 5 months.
4 or 5 months, short amount of time. But I've learned also from you as well in a lot of ways. And so, sorry, I didn't turn on the mic. Thank you so much. So what I wanted to start with, and then I'm going to actually ask Rochelle some questions, but what I wanted to start with is first find out how many business owners do we have in the room? Just raise your hand. Everyone, I love it. Okay. Now, along your journey, before you started, who said, hey, you know what? Come over here. Let me teach you the secrets of success. Who had somebody do that? A couple of people. That's wonderful. It doesn't always happen all the time, right? Now, as you continue to grow, and maybe you were a force to be reckoned with, and maybe became competition for somebody, did that person also come and say, hey, let me show you some of the tricks of the trade? A couple of people. I love this. So there's benevolence in the room where we're coming with our hands open, not closed, right? Because when you come with your hands open, you're giving and you're also having an opportunity to receive. And so that's one of the reasons why we do the work we do, because we understand that businesses need support, not only in the specific focal area that you work in, but also within finance, within strategy, within marketing, within business development, within navigating this entire landscape. And so when I had the opportunity to work with Rochelle, what we did is we sat down and I had her do something called a SWOT analysis. Has anyone ever heard of the SWOT analysis? Raise your hand. Okay. So I'm not going to call on anybody. I'm not going to put you on the spot. Not yet. But a SWOT analysis identifies strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats within the business. But I also take it a step further within you as the individual. Can anyone tell me why I would take it a step further to say, what's a SWOT analysis on you as the individual? Any takers as to why we would do that? Okay. Oh, I have a taker. Yes. Behind you. Oh, wait. I gotta give you the mic. Giving you the mic. And you gotta say your name, your business name. You gotta say all this stuff, and we're gonna catch you on the mic. There you go.
Hi, I'm Tiffany Burkett. I own a business here in Harlem called Harlem Hookah.
Oh, wonderful.
As a business owner, we're very vulnerable when it could be one bad week, one bad month, one bad year, and then we are, as an individual, in a bad spot. So we have to also, consider, our individual financial situation.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes. Give her a round of applause. Round of applause. That is exactly right. And there's something I want to hone in on that you said is you as the individual. Without you, does the business exist? Not at all. You are the visionary, you are the engine, you are the finance, you are the marketing, you are the everything as it pertains to the business. So having an understanding of you is going to help your company. So the SWOT analysis pertaining to you as it pertains to the business is extremely important. So that's the reason why we do that. So anyway, did that with Rochelle.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to ask you a question now.
Mhm.
So when we did the SWOT analysis to identify some strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats, share with us one of the strengths, one of the weaknesses, one of the opportunities, and one of the threats.
So I would say one of the weaknesses was that, and I'm gonna be completely transparent,
Okay.
is that I realized that I was a chronic borrower. Chronic.
Can you explain that?
I'm about to explain. So once I understood the opportunity I had to borrow money from StyleSeat that I used for booking, PayPal, Square, I took advantage of it. I got the email that said you are approved for $23,000 and it could be in your account in 24 hours. Oh, I took it. Same with my other institutions that I deal with. But what happened was I didn't have anywhere to allocate the money. It was just to sit in my account. It was just to go shopping. It was just to travel. It was just to do all the things. And I wasn't allocating the money at all. So once I started talking to Joy, she was like, well, let's do your budget. So now we're talking about the
Yep,
analysis too.
that's right.
Let's do my budget. And I realized I was spending, in complete transparency, over $5,000 a month in paying back loans. But I'm trying to figure out why I don't have any money.
Yep.
I don't have no money because I'm $5,000 a month. That's more than my rent.
Yep,
My
exactly.
car note, more than
Yes.
everything going towards paying this stuff back. So once I was able to dig into what I was actually spending, then I was able to say, okay, if I could come up with $5,000 a month to pay all these loans back, then I can save $5,000 a month.
Absolutely.
So that definitely opened up a whole nother avenue for me.
Absolutely. So before you go to the strength, Because we always, I don't know why we always do that. We always start with our weaknesses. I want to comment on something, and I really give Rochelle kudos for being honest and transparent, because that's the only way, not only that you as an individual grow, you can help other people. So there's a tool that we use to identify her cash flow. And a lot of times, does anyone in here work with a bookkeeper or an accountant for your business? Okay. If you don't have somebody, that's definitely part of your team that you're going to want to have. But it's different when you understand your money as opposed to outsourcing it to somebody else. Like, oh, no, you just handle the money. I'm not good with money. You want to understand your money. So we have a tool to take you through understanding your cash flow. And when we did that, that's where we were really able to identify you have plenty of money to run the business as well as do some of the things that you want to do. And as opposed to being a chronic borrower and taking the money, because it's like you're always thinking, am I not going to have enough? What you can do is get very strategic as to how you use it to get the best return on your investment. Because a lot of times when you're thinking, and I have a business as well, but when you're in business mode, it's like, okay, business is borrow. I need to borrow. I want to make sure I have enough. Because if I don't, then what's going to happen? All of these kinds of things go on in our minds. But if you get strategic and very thoughtful surrounding where you put the money, you can actually get a better return back on that investment. And there's a couple of things, other things that we work through to really get strategic in that way. So thank you for that transparency. All right, what about your strength?
So my strength is that I've been in this business for over 30 years, and making money has never been a problem for me. So that was definitely a strength for me. And another one of my strengths is really understanding. A lot of times I have more month than money. So the the month is still going and the money runs out, and then understanding that, bro, you have more than enough money to do what you have to do. Like, let's sit back and see, what are you making and where is this money going. So this, my 100%, my strength was, you know how to make money,
Yes.
you just don't know how to keep it.
Yes.
So let's figure that part out.
Yes. Wonderful. I'm not going to add anything to that. That was perfect. Now, what about an opportunity or a threat?
I feel like I was my own threat.
Okay.
Really, I was in my own head about what I could do and what I couldn't do. And when fear took over, or when people tell you, oh, it's common sense. Common sense is only common from your life experiences, not my life experiences. So if you've experienced it before, like Joy, she understands money. She studied money. So it's not common sense for me to just know what to do. I know how to make it. That part was common because that was all in the struggle.
Yep, absolutely.
Trying to get out of scarcity.
Yep.
So I understand that part, but what am I going to do with this money was a whole nother ballgame. So
wonderful, wonderfully said. And you said something, scarcity. Has anyone in here ever heard of a scarcity or poverty mindset? Right? And so, okay. Did everyone in here wake up this morning? And did you think about what you were going to do today? Right? And how did you get here, actually, to this physical space? Did you think about it first? Maybe you got in the car, you got on the train, and that's a very basic example, right? These are things that we do automatically and we take it for granted. When you have a scarcity or poverty mindset, what you need to do is identify it, just like Rochelle did, and then start to work with somebody to identify those areas that need to be changed. So before you knew how to drive or take the train or the bus or whatever, or walk, somebody had to teach you. But you first had to identify, what is it that I need? And then you start to change your mindset. Because the mindset is what dictates where you go in life. And the beautiful thing is that we've all been blessed with a beautiful mind that God has given us. So we can literally learn anything. Who in here thinks that they can learn something new? Raise your hand, right? Who thinks that someone is standing in their way, besides themselves, of you learning something new? I love it. No hands.
I saw one.
Did you? Oh, okay, one. So we should talk about that. Who's standing in your way of you learning? Because if you can arm yourself with learning whatever it is that you need to learn, you can go wherever you want to go. Period. Period. No question. None whatsoever. That's why we're sitting here in this space. Someone had a thought. They said, you know what, we need to do this. They figured out how to do it, and they moved it forward. If they had a poverty mindset, we might not be sitting here today, right? And so it's about aligning yourself with the right people, but first and foremost, having that grit and that tenacity, that fortitude, because as a business owner, the buck stops with you, right? It's different than being an employee. The buck literally, the reason why the business started is because of you. The reason why it's going to succeed is because of you. The reason why it's going to stop, which is perfectly fine, is because of you. Sometimes people stop their business and they pivot in a different direction. But it starts with the belief in yourself and that mindset. So that's something that we also worked on. So I know you're thinking, oh, it's all about finance, we're at a financial institution, but it really starts with mindset too. So we talked about her mission, her vision, her purpose. We talked about grit and tenacity. We talked about things that she could do mentally to get over that. And then here's the strategy, here's the plan, let's apply it. So I want you to understand that with your finances mindset, knowing that you can, knowing that it's going to change, knowing that I'm going to be around the right people is one of the places that you can start.
When my daughter started high school, ninth grade, she had to read this book called Mindset. And they were talking about growth mindset and fixed mindset. So I read it too. And because I want to know, like, why is this book? It was the first book they had to read before they came back to school. It was one of the best books I had the privilege of experiencing. I love audiobooks and I love to read. So I do 2 audiobooks a month and I read 1 a month. So that book, if you can't read it, listen to it. It's called Mindset. I listen to it on my iPhone. I listen to it when I'm working out, whatever. But I know that you guys will get a lot out of that before you start talking to someone like Joy. You'll already have that mindset and that go-getter mentality before you even hit the building.
Love that. What's one growth mindset that you adopted after you read that book or listened to the book?
I have to say fear because I have imposter syndrome.
Okay.
This person in my head is talking to me, telling me what she can't do all the time. And I just got to silence her, like, listen, you can't do it, but I can. Stop talking to me. Stop. And it's so loud in my head. It's kind of like those monkeys are jumping around. And then what I learned is that person is not real. The person is just me. It's just the fear trying to stop me from doing whatever it is that I want to do. I was nervous up 4:00 this morning saying, I can't do it. I don't think I can do it. Let me email Joy and tell her I can't do it. Because that person was in my head telling me what I couldn't do. But I'm like, okay, listen, chill. You can sit on the sideline while you watch Rochelle work.
I love that. Wait, say that again. Did y'all catch that? Say that again.
Sit on the sideline while you watch Rochelle work.
Who was sitting on the sideline?
The imposter.
Yes.
It was like, why are you here?
I love that. Oh, that is so beautiful. And it's true, you gotta put that imposter in check. Like that's where you belong. Right there. I love it.
Because it just keeps you in a place that you don't want to be.
Yeah.
And then when you're looking around and you see life is happening, people are life and the world is whirling, people are peopling. Regardless, whatever decision you make, it's going to tomorrow is going to come, whether you're going to be here for it or not.
Yeah.
So.
And she doesn't look nervous, does she? Right? She looks smooth, calm. Like I'm like, what? You no.
I'm nervous.
You're doing amazing.
You're
doing amazing.
Thank
Absolutely.
Thank you.
So let's go to the next, and then I know we'll bring up this amazing panel that you've curated, as well as helped to develop in a lot of ways too. Yeah. And I think that's important is to have a team around you. You know, some people say your tribe, some people say your posse, some people say your crew, whatever it is that you want to call them. You want to have them people in your corner, right? Those that will be in your corner, but also stretch you too, right? Because that's how you get to the next level. So Now let's go into opportunity. Talked about threats. What's an opportunity that you identified?
Well, opportunity for me is understanding that my life does not end behind that chair.
Mm.
And I always wanted to figure out
Mm.
how I was going to, what retirement was going to look like for me.
Yeah.
So now I'm saying I don't never really want to retire. I just kind of want to sit down doing it.
Yep.
I don't want to be standing behind a chair doing it. So I see now that my possibilities are unlimited.
Mhm.
I want to be able to sit back and teach and guide and support as many entrepreneurs as I possibly can. And I said, well, I can't really sit down and talk to each person, a million people. So then I was like, oh, what about Zoom? And we got Zoom.
Yep.
What about
Yep.
Instagram Live? And we got that. And what about Facebook? So I get to talk to thousands and millions of people at one time, and I can be everywhere.
Yeah.
So that's an opportunity for me.
Absolutely. And that is a huge opportunity, especially 30 years in the
30
industry.
years.
30 years in the industry, right? You think she knows something? You do, right? You've got skin in the game, right? You've paid your dues.
Right.
And so now pivoting. The opportunity is identified. You talk to Nicole. She connects you with not only myself, but other resources here to help develop legacy. You know, what does retirement look like? Some people, how many people in here, and I was in the same boat where I did not know the answer to this question. I had no idea when I'll be able to retire before I started working here. Who's in that boat where you had no idea? Like, okay, safe space, y'all. But you want to know when you can retire, right? Or at least transition. Maybe I don't have to work so hard. Maybe I don't have to do this. Maybe I can chase my dreams.
Right.
What's great is that there's resources right in this space and other spaces too, but right in this space since you're here to help you understand that and bring light to it, right? And so we're now sitting in one of the opportunities that Rochelle identified. That's the reason why we're here. And we're going to talk a little bit about some other things that she's put together that we help sort of flesh out, which I'm super excited about because now you're going to be able to transition into a whole other way of living. And what was it that you called it?
What?
Oh my gosh, what was it? It was the work. What was it?
What did I say? I don't know.
Vacation
I said so
working.
much. Oh,
What was
workcation.
Workation.
Workcation.
Hashtag workation.
Workation.
I love that to be working on vacation or you're on
Yes.
vacation and you working or you're making the money.
Yes.
And that's sort of something what it is that we've set up where it's not necessarily subject to her trading her time for dollars.
Yes. Mhm.
The CEO of this firm is not sitting here facilitating this workshop. He's traded time for dollars. No longer, at least in this space, because there's people doing it for him. And you're employing other ways like technology, like Instagram, like some other things that you'll talk about.
Right.
So, did you want to add anything before I wrap up?
Yeah, yes, I do.
Absolutely.
First I want to say thank you so much for this opportunity. I'm so happy. And just to let everybody know that me being in this space is just me showing you that it's not just for me.
Yep.
It's for us.
Yep.
They made this space for us. How many of us knew that this space was here for us? That we could come here and have events here and do financial literacy here. How many people here knew today?
One person.
One person.
Two people. Yep.
Two
Three,
people
four.
knew. How many have you taken advantage of the opportunities that's been at your fingertips?
Yeah.
No. So now you see that you can walk in here, you can email Joy, you can email Nicole, Rocky, and they'll be here for you the same way they were here for me. So this is not just for Rochelle.
Mm-hmm.
This is for everybody.
I love it. Absolutely love it. So let's give her a hand. So, without further ado, what I will do is I'm going to hand it back over to you. You are the woman of the hour. Just here, just supporting. But it's been such a pleasure.
Thank you.
And she's going to be graduating from our program. Well, you've already graduated, which is great. So let's give her a hand for that, too. This is like the culmination of the graduation.
It was hard, but it wasn't difficult.
Right, exactly.
So it was hard, but it wasn't difficult. So that's two different
things. Because you have
things.
that perseverant mindset.
You think so?
Yeah.
I got it.
She got that perseverant mindset. said, yes, you need to tell that imposter go sit back down.
I know.
But it's been such a pleasure.
Thank
and
you.
I'm looking forward to continuing to watch you progress and succeed in all that you're going to do. So without further ado, I'm going to hand it to you to facilitate the panel. And I think, Rocky, are we all set and ready to go? Yep, we're all set and ready to go. So
Are they,
I'm going to hand it on to you.
Lucy, you want to see if you could hit them? Call, text them?
So we have some fun technology
Mm-hmm.
happening,
Yeah.
simulcasting.
Maybe we call that Shelly, Joara. Oh, there you go. All right. Can we make them bigger? Hey, Joara. Hey, Shelly.
Hi.
There we go.
Hi, everyone.
Yeah, that's good.
Well, I can't hear anybody. Let me see.
Yeah, I can't hear nobody.
Oh, I can hear you.
So I want to thank my panelists for coming up and supporting me today. Shelly and Joara could not be here. One is in California, and then Joara is working somewhere in the world. And then we have Lucy here. And these were stylists in my salon. I don't know if you guys know Joara, but Joara is traveling, doing runway shows and all the things. And Shelly is also doing the same thing as well. And Lucy is still working in the salon.
Amen.
And yes, but just wanted to give y'all an idea of what you can be doing outside of the salon. There's so many different things that you can do outside of the salon. So Joara, tell us what you're doing.
What am I doing? First and foremost, I'm an 804 alumni. I trained under Shelly and Rochelle, and then eventually Lucy, Melissa, Rob, everyone else. So thank you guys for that. At the moment, I am on a photo shoot in Brooklyn, New York. But what I do hair concepts for runway shows, advertising. I consult with beauty brands on products and advertising. I do celebrity hair. I do avant-garde hair. I cook. I clean. I candlestick mix. I do it all. But to Rochelle's point, outside of the salon, I was at 804 when I decided to transition over into fashion. And it was a very different space than it is now because I was the only one backstage that was Black. And it was in a space that I did not see a lot of Black people. So that was very intimidating. But now I have gotten to that space and I brought a lot of Black people with me, and super excited to show you guys what's coming up next. But yeah, that's also a big space for us too. There's a lot of money in that space that they don't really teach us in hair school, or you kind of have to find that world outside of that. But it's definitely a very lucrative space that I would love to see more of us in, for sure.
Fantastic. And I heard that Jawara is always looking for people to add to his
Yes.
crew. I heard. So follow him on Instagram. Can they DM you, Jawara?
Say it
Or
again?
do you have can they DM you, or do they have an email that they can send?
I have a post up with a site that they could go on. I could kind of highlight it again, but it says looking for an assistant, and I have the link on it that you could sign up on. No DMs.
Oh, fantastic.
I probably won't get to them.
Fantastic. Shelly.
Hi, everyone. What would you like to know?
What do you do? What are you doing these days?
Oh, these days I am kind of doing what you are is doing. First I moved to California to do film and TV. That was a journey. It's not many of us in that space. So I took the route of doing theater so that I can learn how to ventilate wigs, eyebrows, give myself a little bit of specialties in that field. So I did that. And now I'm working on photo shoots and runway shows and loving this whole travel work workation, as Rochelle said. I love that. So yeah, I do it. I do theater. I do a little film and TV, and I do fashion shows. I haven't really done any celebrities. Because everybody that sits in my chair is a celebrity. So yeah, that's how I am. That's how I am right now. So I'm just loving it. I'm just doing it all. So I see unique there. But yes, I came from the salon and I do everything. I also have a studio in Studio City, so I can still do clients. I mean, I do it all. I just love the whole industry as a whole.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Lucy, what you doing these days?
A little bit of this, a little bit of that. I am working in the salon on a daily basis, 5 days a week, which I love. I love touching the people. I love having my foot to the ground and my ear to the street. So that's what I'm doing. And I started doing hair 30 years ago. So I'm just having a good time creating.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. Joara, how did you find your passion in the beauty industry?
I'm sorry.
How did you find your passion in the beauty industry?
I would say the first time I found my passion in the beauty industry was probably around 6 years old. Just following my aunt to her salon when I used to live in Jamaica. And it grew and grew and grew. I left hair alone when I was about 18 years old because I was like, there was a lot of bullying going on, and I was always fighting because I was doing hair, and in the hood, when you're a boy doing hair at that time, it wasn't the thing. But now it's very different. So I came back around to it in my late teens, early 20s. And I was simultaneously working at 804, going to Aveda Hair School, and going to FIT full-time at the same time because I felt like I wanted to merge hair and fashion together from back then. I didn't know how I was going to do it, but I did it. And I think it was assisting backstage, working at 804, going to school, and going to college at the same time. I kind of figured I was learning from 4 different spaces, and I kind of figured out that I would love to mash this world together. And that's where I found my real passion of wanting to do editorial runway hairstyle. And a lot of the things that I've learned, especially in 804, helped me get there.
Wonderful. Shelly, how was assisting for you? How beneficial was it being an assistant for you?
Being an assistant in the salon. Oh, I was Rochelle's assistant for many years. And I will say the volume of clients that I had to work on in the short amount of time, learning time management, how to put a relaxer in and then a color and shampoo and make sure this person is wrapped. That type of order and scheduling has helped me now on set because I can run around and do multiple people's heads at one time and then also in a timely fashion. So working for Rochelle, that time management, yeah. The most benefit, and also being able to follow direction and orders where she doesn't have to explain everything step by step. You say, do this, what orders to get her to what step. And that's the same thing on set. When someone asks you to do something, well, you know what, I need to blow dry and prep the hair so that I can send them over to Joara or whoever and they're able to get done. So yeah, just time management and organization.
I love that. And because I have a question that I always ask people before I hire them, and I ask them, did you pass gym in high school? And I ask them that because if you can follow simple direction and pass gym in high school, then I can work with you. But if you say no, I really do be a little leery about hiring you because I get that you can't follow simple direction because you shouldn't be failing gym in high school. All you gotta do is follow direction. So that's one of my questions that I always ask people before I hire them. And if you are a business owner, especially in your salons, ask them. Be like, can I ask you a personal question? And just ask them and see what they say. Because it's very important for you to know the type of person that you're about to hire. Yeah. Lucy,
Yes.
financially, Lucy, financially, what was the hardest part about working in this, financially, what was
Yeah.
the hardest part
About
about
work
working in this industry?
financially, it was cash and carry. You
Mm.
know, just having the money accessible to you in your hand on a daily basis, even momentarily. Like I could come into the salon and have $0, and at lunchtime can go shopping. So I'm
Yeah.
just gonna take 2 hours, and I'll be back.
Right.
But so that's really what it was, and now seeing that that did not work for me in my, I'm closer to retirement than the beginning, right? So I see that that didn't work for me fully, right? But it's never too late to learn.
Right.
So I'm still learning, and I yearn to learn actually every day, but I'm still learning the financial benefits of being a stylist and being the owner of my own chair. Like there are a lot of financial benefits, but you just have to know how to navigate the system. Yeah.
Exactly. So that's why I'm asking y'all, please take advantage of this opportunity that Chase has given us. This is a free event. It's free to work with the people here. They're not charging you anything. It's just your time. Just your time. So take advantage of this opportunity. By the summertime, it can be a whole nother ball game in y'all businesses right now. So take advantage of this opportunity. Jawara, what financial sacrifices did you have to make in your career? What financial sacrifices did you have to make in your career?
Oh my gosh. Everything. To be in my career, first of all, whether it's you're in the salon or whether you're backstage, you have to purchase things. You have to spend money to make money in our industry. And I think that depending on how well you want things done, I think I suggest people to make a good decision and buy good things that will work for them in the end. Financial sacrifices, I can go ahead and be transparent and say that 30 to 40% of my income goes back into my career in some way or somehow. Recently, that's went down because I feel like I'm at a place now financially where I can spend a bit less. But for what I do, you put a lot of money into it, but the return is really great. 30, I'd say, yeah, about 30% of what I make goes back into buying products, doing things, hiring assistants. You know, it's a big sacrifice, but the reward is amazing because not only is it financially rewarding, but it's also like culturally rewarding, and seeing what I'm doing now and the impact that I'm making on other people's lives is way bigger than anything financial for me. But yes, financial, you make a lot of sacrifices, a lot.
Yeah. And in this industry, you guys, you can make a lot of money. You really can, but you do have to invest in yourself.
Mhm.
And what I found in a lot of young people is that we ask people to invest money and time in us that we're not willing to invest in ourselves, right? Where equipment, like Jawara said, education. Now I'm offering free education. Being here is free. It was I could have had 60, 70 people here. I had 60 people that registered. It's about what, 20 people here right now. To come somewhere free, we not even doing that. So we can make a difference. We need to just tell one other person, oh, I went to this event at Chase and this is what they offer. That's how it starts. That's how it happens. I told Lucy about it. I wanted to invite Jawara and Shelly in on it. My assistants are here. Everybody that my lash tech is here. When I have hair, the girl who braid my hair is here. So everybody that I wanted to really understand and feel this movement, I invited. So let's not try to catch a ball with a closed fist.
Mhm.
Invite people into the space. Nobody can do your idea like you. Because if that was the case, I would have never had a salon. If I felt like, oh, somebody else already got a salon. It's a salon on every single block
Mhm.
in Harlem. No, I didn't say I couldn't do it. I'm constantly asked, who is your competition? I don't know.
Right.
Because I'm not even paying attention to what I'm not really paying attention to what they're doing. I'm just doing what I'm doing. You know, so I don't really know how to answer that question. Right. So I want to ask all three of y'all, what is something that you learned from Salon 804? You can be super, super transparent because I don't want people to think it is always, always good. Because what have you learned not to do? You know, or what have you learned to do, Lucy?
Well, for me, well, I'll say the good thing, right? I should have taken this advice earlier, but I didn't.
Okay.
Right? To know your market. You were like, Lucy, know your market, know who you want to be your client, and market towards that person. See how it's going to benefit you in the end. And I didn't do it, and I wish I had, but I changed it around later on. So I learned that, right? And what not to do was to have my own salon. I wanted my own salon so badly,
Jawara, she said she learned not to have her own salon.
Yeah. I said, no way, no way. I saw the headache that it gave you and all. I wanted a salon of my own so badly, just to call it my own. And I'm okay. I'm all right. I
Get
love
somebody
it
else to do
here.
it.
Yeah,
Get
get
somebody
someone
else
else
to do it.
I love it here. I love the freedom. I love, a salon is like having your own child. I don't have a child. I don't have a salon, and I don't have a dog. I'm fine.
Right. Right. What about you, Shelley?
What I learned from Salon 804?
Yes.
I learned you have to go to grow. I learned to recognize when you outgrow your environment. That's what I learned. And it's not a bad thing. It's a good thing to know when you reach your when you're at the ceiling and this is the highest you're gonna go, you need to leave and do something else. And once I did that, I mean, everything that I learned physically in there, work-wise, communication, all of that, it was able to help me outside of the environment in a whole different capacity. But yes, my number one takeaway is you got to go to grow. That's what I learned at Salon 804.
When I moved to New York, that's what my aunt told me. That's how I wound up here. She was like, "Bro, you got to go to grow," because I was going to be stuck in Virginia. Because I had a client, the same clientele I have here, I had in VA before I left, and she was like, "Listen, you can build that somewhere else." And somebody told me if you can make it in New York, you can make it anywhere. I said, "Really?" Because I didn't know. I wasn't a New York person at all. Go ahead. What you say, Shelley?
Now I was going to say working in an environment like Salon 804, if you can work in an environment like that, you can work anywhere. I mean, numerous stylists, numerous clients, all different personalities. You get the experience and you get the knowledge that can take you anywhere. So when I said go to grow, it was not a bad thing. Salon 804 definitely laid the foundation for me to be able to work with any type of person in any environment, anywhere in the world.
I was just gonna say that, but go ahead.
Go ahead, Jawar.
What I learned from Salon 804, how to deal with multiple energies at one time. Because this hair thing is not only about hair. Every time you encounter somebody, you encounter energies. And 804 had about 37 million energies at one time every day. And it's like, some people were up, some people were down, some people were going through things, some people were happy. I first learned how to deal with so many different energies in one space. And I think that was a really, really good thing for me because right now that has multiplied. I'm around so many people and I don't know, whereas 804, I knew everyone. So I kind of understood how to navigate that. But it was definitely a great foundation for me to learn that there. Technically, skill set, everything I learned at 804 was like gold for what I'm doing now, especially with the timing, thanks to Shelley and Rochelle. Especially with timing, doing things fast, going through. I have learned some aspects of leadership from 804, and I have learned some aspects of leadership outside after leaving 804 that has helped my career. As far as technical things, understanding how to put your money back into your business, buying the right tools, buying the right products, buying the right stuff. Don't be cheap on your products. Don't be cheap on your tools because it would reflect in your work. I learned all that at 804. And I learned how to fire people at 804 too.
He said fire and
He
pay.
says fine.
That's super important. That's super important.
Listen, when someone is not doing something or they're not qualified, I don't even think about it twice. Like, you know what, this doesn't work for me. It's like, as a business owner, you have to be really mindful of like what's going to hurt your business and what's going to drag it along. And that's something I learned at 804.
I love that. I love that. I love that. Actually, you got that. We got to. But the last question before I let you guys go, because I know everybody's working and got a whole bunch of things to do. I'm so proud of y'all. I really am. When I'm watching y'all's Instagrams, and Lucy yours as well, Shelly's, Jawar. When I'm watching y'all Instagrams, I'm so proud of y'all. I my heart just gets so full, so full. I didn't wear no makeup today because I thought I might cry. I'm really proud of y'all. I really am. So the last question I had is, what does retirement look like for y'all? What does retirement look like for y'all? And have you started on your retirement money? You can go first, Joar.
Oh, one of the other things that I did learn before I departed from 804 was I started to think about what am I going to do. So we used to have conversations, Rochelle. We used to have conversations about like what does the finance look, what does the financial future look like for you? So I have started a few different things that I put money to every month that ensure that my retirement will be as healthy, maybe even better than how I'm living now. Retirement looks like I want to retire at 55 for me right now. So
I hear that.
I'm working really hard.
I love
Also,
it.
we're in a labor intensive business. And I feel like if you don't really realize that your body's not going to do the same things it was doing later on in life, and to be able to stand up and do people's heads without thinking about what that feels, what that would feel like 30 to 40 years. I'm sure your stylists that are still working late into their 70s and 80s, that's amazing. But I realized that that's not a future for me. So I started to work on that now. So retirement hopefully looks like I'll be ready to do it at 55.
I'm happy. I'm happy to hear that. What about you, Shelly?
You know what? I I haven't thought about retirement because I honestly love doing what I do in all the different capacities so much. I feel like my retirement would be me scaling back and maybe overseeing other stylists do what I'm doing. But as far as retirement, I want to just do what I do until I'm just on the beach every day doing nothing or doing it from no financially. Like Jawara, I've decided to invest in different things so that I can just be on the beach. But as far as retiring, y'all got me. I'm here. This is my industry. This is my business. I don't see myself retiring. I don't want to sit down because I sit down now. Like I live a retirement life while doing what I love to do. So no, I don't. Yeah, that's
I
my
love
plan.
it. I love it. I don't plan on retiring either. I mean, I figured out what I'm going to do in the next 3 or 4 years, 5 years, 10 years. I'll be consulting you guys, making sure that you guys win because what? Your success is my business. That's my slogan now. Your success is my business. What about you, Lucy?
Well, I do have some investments going on. I started my IRAs like maybe 15, almost 20 years ago. Thank God. So I have some things in the pocket, and I do not see myself standing behind a chair for another 10 years. I have some projects like Juicy Lucy for one.
Okay.
Um, handcrafted cocktails, and that will be my retirement. Juicy Lucy will be my retirement. So all of my investments, and I put not the beach though. I'll be at the pool and a cruise around the world. That will
Can
be
I have
me.
some Juicy Lucy, please?
Sorry.
Can I have some Juicy Lucy Lucy?
Yes, you may. Several.
This really warmed my heart all the way. I mean, I can't even tell y'all how happy I am, proud of y'all I am. And Jawara and Lucy, I just wanted to tell y'all, Alita is in the audience and Mike.
What's up,
Hey.
y'all?
Warren Shelley.
Hey, what up?
Hey.
You see Shelly? You
I'll
see
be
them?
seeing you shortly.
Alita and Mike, they used to work at Salon 804.
Mike is the
That's
best barber.
Mike.
That's
Letting everybody
hilarious.
know
Yeah.
Mike is the best barber in the world.
In the world, in the whole
In the
wide
world.
world, in the whole
I've
wide
traveled
world.
and you can't find no better than Mike. So please. Open up.
Thank you.
I love it. I love it. Thank y'all. I appreciate y'all time, and I'm gonna be hooking up with y'all about our other ventures.
Thank you for having me.
For
Thank
having
you.
us,
Thank you.
everyone.
Joy, come on. No, yeah, let's come back up. Did you like it?
Oh my gosh, that was awesome.
Did you like
That
it?
was awesome, right?
It was good. It was good. It was good. I love that whole thing. Like just seeing them and seeing what everybody is doing. And I'm here to support everybody. You know, all of y'all, whether y'all came through Salon 804 or not, or if you know someone else that may need the support, I'm here to help. Joy, of course, is here to help. Can we put up that last screen so I
Oh,
could
yes.
talk about?
Um,
What I have decided to do is start a beauty, business, and banking retreat. And our first retreat is going to be in Jamaica. It's going to be in Jamaica. And you'll be able to scan the barcode and put in your information so we can keep you abreast of what's going on for the retreat. And then leading up to the retreat, we're also going to have virtual and hybrid um, meetings, classes, so that we can support y'all and see how we can assist in you guys winning. Yep. So you can scan the barcode and make sure you share it. And I'll also be posting it on my Instagram because I'm committed to this. I'm committed to this. We've been working on this project for about 4 or 5 months. We've been working on this project, and I'm committed. And I want to see you guys in Jamaica. I want to see y'all on the virtual classes, and let's see what we can do to make things happen for you and your business. Did everybody scan the barcode for the YouTube to subscribe to the YouTube? Because my podcast launched today.
yes. Now,
It launched
where are they?
today.
Where's the?
It's right here. Did everybody scan that? Make sure you subscribe and share. So you can definitely see it on YouTube now. That's that barcode. But the podcast, wherever you listen to your podcast, it'll be on there in the next 24 hours. It should be up. I didn't realize it took 24 hours. I would have did it yesterday. So I didn't realize that it's 24 hours.
Anticipation.
Yeah.
Now, anticipation.
Yes.
And I love one thing that you said as far as just working. I love a lot of things that you said, but the one thing I wanted to say is 4 or 5 months, and now we're here and launching so many things. So a lot of times we have all these goals and desires and things that we want to do, but we're not smart about them. And a SMART goal is specific, it's measurable. Does anybody know what the A is?
What is it?
Attainable.
Attainable.
The R is realistic, and the T is timely. And so with this, it was smart, the way that you put it together. And that's how you really move the needle and get things done. So I encourage all of us to leave with one SMART goal. One goal, make it smart. Can we all do that? I'm going to do it too, y'all. So, all right, fantastic.
Good. I loved it. I want to give a
This
couple of books away before we do
Okay.
our toast.
Yes.
You got a question, something that they
Oh,
should have
questions.
remembered. Can you,
Oh.
Alex, can you hand me the books right there?
Oh, questions to answer or
Questions
questions they
that
have?
no questions. Well, first of all,
Yes.
questions that you guys have. Do you guys have any questions that you want to ask? Yeah.
So question I ask,
Oh, wait.
what's a tool or strategy that you use to manage your money?
With my business, I use, well, first of all, I have a business manager, first of all. So, and a business manager that I can actually talk to, and she speaks to me in layman's terms. Like I'm asking her all the time, what that mean? I don't know what that mean. Where should this go? Where should that go? And we talk all the time. Anytime that she'll have me to talk to her because she's highly sought after. So
Why you say it like that?
She's highly sought after. So I would say definitely like you got me in your pocket, definitely. But managing my money, let me see what are we using these days?
I have a couple of things.
What do you have? What do you have? Yeah.
So we got, I mean, you got QuickBooks, which is really good. You have Excel as well.
What is something they can use on their phone?
Oh gosh.
That's the
There's
thing, 'cause
Cash
everybody's
apps,
phone.
like different, not the Cash app, but there's different like money management apps that you can use on your phone. There's some budgeting tools on chase.com.
Which one?
Budgeting tool. There's also like Google Docs.
Yeah.
You can use on your phone, but YNAB does have an app. It's really good about separating like your business accounts and a lot of tutorials on YouTube. Bill.com.
Bill.com, chase.com. We have like budgeting tools.
See, I'm kind of a set it and forget it kind of girl. You know, I just want to think about one thing. I just want to put the money in the bank. I just want to concentrate on that. So I just kind of set it and forget it. So I know that this bill, whatever it is that I got to pay, if I want to be aggressive with it, I set it up on a weekly thing, and I know by Saturday or Sunday the money got to be there because it's going to come out on Monday. So I just like to think about one thing. So when you talk about budgeting and it's start getting all crazy and you're just getting flustered with trying to make sure that you're keeping up with a daily budget, every single little thing, that doesn't really work for me. I like to just kind of set it and forget it.
Yeah. You got to find what works for you.
I like the crock pot method.
But it's good you have a
I do.
goal surrounding what you want
Yeah.
to do with your money.
Mhm.
You know, because one of the best employees you got is them dollars. Those are employees, right? You send them to do certain things and you want to be smart about it. So those are some of the tools that you can use, but also just knowing what you want to do with that money.
Right.
Good question.
Yes. Can you pass it back?
Yep. There you are.
I have a comment. I just want to say, bro, you are resilient.
Thank you.
I want to say to you that you have been a pillar. No matter what came your way, you withstood your ground and you have continued to grow.
Thank you.
I'm so happy to be here to see your next level. And I want to say, I want to ask, have you thought about a course?
Yes.
Okay.
That's what
Have you thought about your academy?
I don't want to do that. I don't think, you know what? I just said, you know what I said, Ada? I'm just going to be obedient.
Okay.
I am. And that's why I'm here. Just me being obedient is why I'm here. Because it was quite a few weeks that went by that me and Joy didn't speak. And I was like, hey, are we going to meet on Monday? Are we going to meet? And I knew that was hers telling me that if you don't reach out to me, I'm not reaching out to you.
Right.
So you reach out to me, I'll reach out to you. And I noticed that the more I reached out, the more she reached out. When I pulled back, then she pulled back. So that's, I promise that I am going to be obedient.
Right. And also a certification course,
Okay.
which is short. I see so much for you. It's so wide, and your next level is going to require an intercessory team.
What that mean?
Prayer.
Oh, okay.
Intercessors praying for you and your business.
Okay.
Because for every level that we go, there's a new devil.
Mm.
So you have to stay armored. And not only you praying, but a team praying for you. This is not a joke. This is so real because the gifts that you have, the enemy would try to stop if he could. And all that goes on in your head, that imposter syndrome, we bind that right now. You know why? Because false evidence appearing real is only what's in our mind. And we talked about mindset. So you are a conqueror. You have shown us that. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
And Charlie and Chance, I am like so ecstatic just to be here and see this new level that you embarked upon. So Joy, thank you for helping my sister.
Absolutely, absolutely. It's my pleasure.
And I'm here however I can serve you, Rochelle.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
And as you pass that on, that's the other thing that I love about what Rochelle put together is it's a community. A community pouring into each other and helping each other. So please go ahead.
I'm glad you mentioned it because it's all about community.
Yeah, man.
And I want to say thank you because that is actually what she demonstrated with her team, with her salon. And we spoke about mindset, but during your journey, I saw you go from fix to open. And I'm going to tell you that you use the best word, obedience, because that is something that you demonstrate. And not only do you do that, you have that connection with people that are in your life, even outside of your life. You could be out somewhere, you can be talking to someone, and you're always inspired. But I remember when I was 16 years old, I've always told you that you were my mentor. And I just want you to know, and I wasn't even in the beauty industry at that time. I was actually in retail. But look where I am today. And I went through my journey, and you continue to help me in my journey. And I just want to say thank you and keep up the great work.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Any other questions?
Any other questions? Yes.
How did you expand your clientele from going from Virginia to New York?
Okay, I had a roommate, right? And when I moved to Harlem, I was on 128th and 5th. And inside of the, what is that, 42nd Street, the bus terminal, bus terminal?
Port Authority?
Port Authority. They used to have a kiosk in there where you could make business cards. So I used to go in there and make my business cards. I had about $25, maybe to spare, $15, $25, maybe to spare. You get 50 to 60 cards. So I would go down there, make the cards, and me and my homegirl would go out, and I would do her hair every single night. And we'll go down to the Crane Club. We'll go down to the tunnel. You know nothing about that. And and we'll go out to these places, and I would pass on my business card. And I just started, meeting people and connecting with people, and that's how I built my clientele from there. Like I've tried not to be shy. Believe it or not, I used to be super, super shy, but I got out of that, and that's how I came here, built the clientele. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Oh.
Chance.
And you want us to ask them questions, right?
Part of my voice, I lost it at my friend's wedding. But when you first came to New York and then you had a child, and what were some of the things that you had to sacrifice in order to to continue to elevate your business and also have your child?
Great question.
I had to sacrifice a lot because I didn't, well, when I got pregnant, I was in the prime of my career. Was on my Dr. Lovely box. I was doing Revlon and Essence and all the things. And I said, okay, so now I got to step back from my auditioning and doing all of that because now I got to make sure that this kid can eat.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't just about me sleeping on somebody's couch. It was about me and him sleeping on somebody's couch. So I said to myself, let me step back and let me get back to my real job. Not really thinking, because I was 25 when I had my son, not really thinking that being a hairstylist was also a hustle. But it was the thing I knew how to do the most. So I didn't look at it as a hustle. That was my job.
Mm-hmm.
So that's when I started with the business cards and going extra hard to build this clientele to make sure that this kid could eat. So I'm like, oh man, I don't think I could do this. I told my aunt, I don't think I could do this. She said, you can do anything you put your mind to. So, and then in order for me to be a good parent, it wasn't about what I experienced as a kid. It was about the experience that I had from a kid, but not from the things that they gave me. I wanted to be a better parent to my son, and I wanted to be everything that my parents wasn't to my son. So that's how I was able to be a better parent than my parents were to me. So just give him what I felt I wanted somebody to give me, which was 100% overcompensation. But we made it happen. And yeah, I love him. And her now. Yeah. It's just about okay. I love you, Chance. So what have you learned from me, Chance?
That's our first question.
You never met Chance, Joy. That's Chance. That's
Yeah,
my son.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
So, one thing I always say that my mom has told, one of the greatest things she has told me is to learn from other people's mistakes. That right there has just been like a major quote in my life. So anytime I see somebody in my field, I'm a producer, if I see someone on the internet, something crazy going on, then I know how to, you know what I'm saying? I know if I, like say if like an artist owes me money, I know not to go to Instagram and blast them because that could affect your business. That could affect other people who want to work with you, you know? Just that and being young and setting up my future. She told me once she broke down the math and said that Chance, by 45, 50 years old, you can have this much money. I said, really? I said, all right, let me go ahead and set that up. Even if I'm putting, I started at $100, $150. Then I had to cut it back a little bit, $50, $25. But no matter what, I still put money toward my future. At a young age. And there's so much more. So much more.
I love it.
Thank you. This is really good. I'm trying so hard not to cry. I'm gonna cry later.
What questions you want to ask so we can give out those books?
Yes. Oh, what question you want to ask?
Yeah. You want me to go first?
Yeah.
All right. So what does
Can I
for
get the book?
SMART goals? Oh, sorry.
I got the book.
Mike. For the SMART goals, who can say, now don't yell it out now. Raise your hand. Who can tell us 2 of what those letters mean? SMART goals. Okay. Oh, wait, hold on. I see. I think I saw your hand first.
Cool.
Okay. Who wants to
You
go
got
next?
2? We
You
got
got
1.
1? Who got 2?
Okay. Ada.
Okay. Very good. Yes.
Yes,
Oh, yes,
listen.
it is. We're
Everything
giving
is
these
a
amazing
context.
materials away. Absolutely. So now you got a question.
Oh, what's the name of the book I suggested? Unique? Okay.
Nice. Yay. Okay, who signed up? Who registered? There we go.
Okay.
Perfect. You're welcome. That's another question. We got 2 more questions.
Yeah, just 2 more.
All right. I don't know. What's a good something one of the panelists said?
Oh, where did Jawara say he was working? Yeah. Yep.
Oh, one
That's
more.
right.
Oh gosh.
Oh,
you got it. Okay.
how long have I been in the business? Yes.
Nice. Awesome. Well done.
Can we get everybody a cup, Alex? Everybody a cup. I want us to do a toast. We always got to do a toast.
Yes.
Not champagne, but
Signature.
yeah.
I love it.
Gotta do a
That's
toast.
right. That's right.
It's all sparkling side. It's not no alcohol. We're going to get that at 5 o'clock. Thank y'all so much for coming. I appreciate y'all for coming. And like I said, it was 60 people that signed up, and we got what 20 some people
Yeah,
here, which is
great.
fantastic.
That's great.
Fantastic.
Yep.
Fantastic.
That's right on
I
point.
love it.
That's typically how it is.
And make sure that you guys follow on the YouTube, and also make sure you get the barcode on the screen so you can put in your information so we can keep connected. I can let y'all know what's going on, how we're gonna move forward with the classes, the travel, all the things. And everybody that know me know that I love to travel, and we have a great time.
Yeah.
A great time. So it's not just about all work.
It's workation.
It's workation.
Workation. Hashtag
It's
workation.
workation.
Have an idea around what time, what day?
April. It's going to be April. Yeah, April is going to be Jamaica. Yes. I'm not sure
Cute.
because we're setting it up now. But all of the other thank you. All the other classes leading up to it, you still open to do that because we're going to have, a thing leading up, classes leading up to it. The academy
Yes.
leading
Yes.
up
Yes.
to the travel. Like,
And everyone will be a part of the inaugural academy.
yes.
Yes.
Everybody.
You can
Everybody.
say I was there when it started.
Yes.
How awesome is that?
Yes. And then once this is like 10 to 15 years old, you guys can definitely say, oh, I was there at the inception of that.
Yes.
I saw that. I saw her build that.
Yeah.
Chance, you want to come and do a toast for us? Come on. Toast for us. Ashley, what's the best way for us to get close, right? Or what's the best way of us to do it so it could look right? You could just, have whatever that's gonna look good. Everybody,
It's like this.
Chance. I'm not talking, you talking. Raise your glass. Huh?
Because the mic will amplify it.
Just want to give a toast to beauty, business, and banking. I wish you many more, a very fruitful future, and just appreciate you for always wanting to give back and help other people.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Cheers.
You have to drink the toast. You have to drink.
Very good.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
So everybody that
It's on.
okay. So everybody, if you don't have Joy's info,
Yep.
I think you want to have cards for them.
Let's
or-
see. Best way to contact me.
What's the best way?
Well, on Instagram,
Okay.
I'm getting with it, y'all.
So what's your
Finally,
Instagram?
my
So what's your
Instagram
Instagram?
is the Joyous Coach. The Joyous Coach. Yes. And then on LinkedIn, you can find me under Joy Butts. That's typically what I've been using in the past. And then also, if you want to register for coaching, chase.com/business consultant. So the Joyous Coach on Instagram. Say again?
No.
So I just got Instagram, y'all. So someone's gotta show me how to work it out.
Yeah.
So that's what I learned. Oh, are you raising your hand to help me? Consultant. Yep. Chase.com/business consultant. Or the Joyous Coach or Joy Butts. Yes.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Rocky, you want to say something? No? We summed it all up. So do everybody have my Instagram?
Awesome.
Everybody got my Instagram.
Yeah.
Everybody got my YouTube. Look.
Yeah. Yeah. You share yours.
Yes.
I gotta come to y'all to
Hi,
learn.
everybody. My name is Rocky Chandra. I'm the community manager here, and you can find me here if you just want to be added onto our distribution list for any upcoming events. My Instagram is Rocky in the Community. Rocky in the Community.
I love it.
I love it.
I love it.
Love it. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. So
All right. So I guess that's it.
That's
We've done
it.
our toast.
We did everything.
Everything.
Anything
This
else
was
you need,
wonderful.
Asher? Thank you all so much for coming out. I appreciate the support, and I appreciate y'all.